So, the interior minister of the German state of North Rhine, what is it, Westphalia, he said that people protesting energy blackouts, to save the environment, people that might have refrigerators that they need to keep food in and that kind of thing, right? Now, mind you, Germans probably live a bit differently than us, but they do use refrigeration, folks. Uh, it's a thing. They also, Germany's a vast country of sorts. I mean, in ancient times, it was a much larger country, we could say. And of course, it's not comparing to other nations like Russia or the United States, but it's pretty big, and that means that there's climate differences in the different geographical locations of the nation. And I don't know about this particular state, but either way, people probably need heat, or given it's summertime, uh, air conditioning. Air conditioning is actually quite beneficial for a lot of reasons, and it allows people to do, I don't know, hard work longer, so that because out in the heat you get drained much quicker, right? You have the potential to suffer some sort of heat illness or heat injury, correct? So this guy said that the people who were protesting the blackouts were enemies of the state. And this is where we are going. And now, earlier I made a video, I mentioned the federal judge that overturned the Biden executive order to stop leasing of pipelines and drilling and whatever else. And they were no longer giving out the permits, or however it works. I'm not actually quite caught up on all the details of all the legal minutiae on that. But he deemed that to be illegal. And it won't matter. They'll try something else. They'll keep pushing until they get the power, enough people in, unless you vote them out. Unless you stand up, and we still have that opportunity. But you need to vote in the right people. And this interior minister in Germany thinks that people who are protesting are the enemy of the state. It's pretty interesting, because there are other protests that don't stop, right? I mean, we all know that certain protests are actually COVID-proof, while other ones are not. So this is going to continue. Of course, we can go back to France and the Yellow Jackets. We can look at the trucker convoys and how that was handled by Castro's daughter. We can look at all of these things, and we can see where the United States is going to go if you do not get off your butt and do something. And I don't mean something horrible or something tragic. I don't mean to go hurt anybody, or don't be foolish. I said don't go to January 6th. It was bait, guys. It was bait. You need to be smarter, but you need to do something. You need to do things. You need to think local. And if all of your ducks aren't in a row, and I'm not sitting here claiming that all of mine are, but guess what Bill's spending his time doing? He's spending his time getting his ducks in a row. Because they're coming after the Amish right now. The ATF is going around and looking at how many firearms you purchase, because if you purchase too many firearms at once, you might get a little visit. This is all part of the Biden initiatives. And of course, we have the immigration and the fact that we just found out from the census that they counted incorrectly, and that certain congressional districts are given to Democrats, apparently, when they didn't have the proper population for the seats. The federal government may someday be fixed through a constitutional convention. But right now, it's in the hands of global technocratic elitists, the superstructure. I'm referring to them in my book as the homo nosos, and there's some stuff there. Talk about, go watch the streams. But in any case, this interior minister in Germany is just another confirmation of what we continue to hear. Because all the patriots out there and all the people going to, I don't know, school board meetings, they're all terrorists, right? You know there's something wrong in the state of Denmark when your government calls the people that love the rule of law terrorists. That's all I have today, guys. This has been All Minus One. My name is Bill, and I wish you all well.